Yeah, got a flat line there.
Yeah, nice big conger. Got it off, yeah? Good evening. Welcome back to Frugal Outdoors with myself, Dylan. And as you can see, we're out fishing tonight. And we're fishing the Solent. It is absolutely freezing. So at the moment, it's -1 degrees. And it's due to get a little bit lower. There's 0 wind though, which is really nice. So it means we're gonna have 0 wind chill. So hopefully, means we can sort of have a bit of a comfortable night fishing. Like I said, we're fishing the Solent. So behind me, you can see Hurst Lighthouse. That's what's flashed in there. So we're right on the point here at Fort Victoria. Hoping, really, to get into a few fish. Last session wasn't the best, I have to admit that, but we're out having another go. Gonna fish the tide down for maybe sort of 2 hours, and then I'm gonna give it another 3 hours on the push. So we're hitting the low tide turn. Hopefully it should produce some fish. I'd prefer to be having a low tide turn in about half an hour, but hey ho, that's just what it is. And I'm certainly not fishing until 2 o'clock in the morning. So we're going to give it a go. I'm going to quickly get set up, show my baits, show my rigs, and yeah, let's get fishing. Thanks for stopping by, and hopefully we can get to some fish tonight. There we go, we are set up. Got the rod set up anyway with the rigs on. So I'm just going to sort my first bait out. So my first bait is going to be a chunk of mackerel with a piece of squid. I'm going to wrap the squid to the skin side so that obviously the flesh is on the outside, hopefully enabling a bit more of that scent to get out into the water. So I'm going to fish with a pennel on one side. I'll show you in a second anyway. Just bind this together. Pennel on one side, on the heavier of the 2 rods. So I'm fishing with my 2 Daiwas. One's the Air Surf, which is the lighter of the 2, but it's still a 4 to 8 ounce. And the other one is the Tournament Pro Surf, which is the red one, which is slightly stiffer. Perfect for fishing somewhere like here where you get a lot of tide. But to be honest, the other one fishes really well here as well. So, and I've paired those up with my Shimano Power Aeros, which I bought second hand, and the Air Surf I bought second hand as well. Right, so I'll be fishing a pennel on the heavier of the rod with bigger baits like this, and on the other rod I've got at the moment I've got a Portsmouth loop rig, which I'm probably going to fish with. It's got a pennel on the bottom, so I'll fish with a bigger bait on the bottom, and then I'll fish with a smaller bait on the top to scratch around, and I'll alternate that with maybe a 2-hook flapper. Baits tonight, I've got a pack that's got some squid in it, it's got mackerel, it's got a bluey and a sardine, I've got a whole wrap of frozen black lug, and I've got a pack of squid, separate bag of squid as well. So hopefully you've got plenty of bait. And it looks like someone else has just turned up as well now. There's a few of us fishing tonight, so hopefully between us we'll get into a couple of fish. Right then, we are baited and ready to rock and roll. So there we go, that's that mackerel and squid. That's ready to rock. Clip that one up, it's got a 6 ounce gripper. That's a 6 ounce gripper as well. And then I've got, basically it's the same bait, but just slightly smaller. That's got a 2.0 and a 2.0 octopus beak pennel. That's got a 3.0 with a 3.0 semicircle hook coming out the top of it. And then on the top I've just got the remainder of that squid there. And that's just on a 1.0 single hook. I think it's like a championship match Virivas, something or other, with a couple of glow beads. Hopefully that might pick up a whiting or something I can possibly use for bait. And then yeah, the other 2 really are fishing for something a little bit better. Right, let's get them out then. Right, we are out, we're fishing. As you can see, ta-da! Yeah, they look good, the rod tip lights. They're not Rig Shark ones, they're cheaper than Rig Shark, to be fair. I did have a scour across the internet. I think it's the manufacturer that makes the batteries dry cell, something like that. But But yeah, they had a red and a green and a red. I emailed him on eBay and I said, look, will you do 2 green, because I like them to be matching, and he said yes. So there we go. We've got 2 greens, and they're rechargeable as well. So I've got 2 rechargeable batteries, plug into my USB, means I don't have to keep buying batteries, but everything I've got is rechargeable anyway. But there we go, you can see him clear as anything. So hopefully when that goes doing 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 doing, we'll be able to see that we've got a fish. I'm just going to get myself a spare rig ready. So yeah, the venue that we're fishing today is it's a really nice deep water mark. So you haven't got to punch it very far. Probably 60, 70 yards will get you in some reasonable depth, but if you can get more like the 80, 100 yards, you're going to get into some really nice deep water. Talking anywhere between 30 and 60 feet. But because it goes over a bit of a ledge, a bit of a cliff edge really, it can be very snaggy. You can snag up on it, depending on the tide, mainly on the ebb, which we're fishing now. So I'm hoping it will be all right. I have got some spare leads and I've got plenty of rigs. So I'm just going to get another one ready now, bait up another pulley, just in case I get into a fish and I can change it over straight away. But yeah, I'm really excited for tonight. I feel quite confident, quietly confident, that we'll hopefully, between the two of us, because I'm here with Nick now, between the two of us we should be able to get into some fish. And there we go, another one. That's only on a 2.0 pulley pennel. That one is a 2.0 and a 3.0 semicircle hook at the top. And like I say, hopefully we'll get into some fish. That tide is pulling, like I said, it is on the ebb, so it does pull, but it will ease off probably an hour before it gets to the bottom. It will slow right down, and then as it turns, it's quite a long high tide tonight, so it should be fishable all the way through, all the way up. We shouldn't really come into too many problems. You can see I'm wearing my ProLogic thermal suit, which is a bibs and brace and a jacket. A few people have asked what I wear. This is basically the cheapest suit that I could find on eBay. It was either eBay or maybe I got it from a fishing site, I can't remember. But it's like 85 quid, something like that. It's super cheap, but one thing I will say is it's super warm, and I wear it and I know that I'm not going to get cold. So if anyone is looking to get a suit, just a cheap suit, like I said, I mean, when I first bought this, I was still very much on a tight budget of fishing, and this was the cheapest I could find, so it's really good. So any questions anyone's got about any of the stuff that I'm using, then don't hesitate to put it in the comments, or if you want to email me privately, then my email is on the Abouts page. It's also on the description of every video, so just fire across an email and then I'll get back to you. As you can see, that tide seems to have eased up quite a bit now. Rods are a lot more upright, and they're just sitting there really quite easily in the tide. So I'll give them a little freshen up in a minute. And yeah, hopefully now that it's all settled off, we must be getting closer to the turn. It'll probably turn in the next hour or so, and then hopefully, like I say, it will switch some fish on, and then we can have a few hours of some decent fishing. Oh, there we go. Just like that, look. Right hand rod. What was that? Huh? What was that? Well, I just struck into that and snagged up straight away, absolutely straight away. But I think there's some weed on it as well, because I can feel it. I give it a little bit of line and I can feel the weed going down the line. But that was definitely a bite, which is good, but not good that I'm snagged. So I'm going to leave it a bit. I've left it some line. Maybe it will come out. Like I say, those rods have just been sat there, so it hasn't pulled into a snag. And I got a few wines on it to begin with. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. We're fishing now. First catch of the day. Could be the silver birch, lesser spotted catfish, cat shark. Ooh, that was a nightmare. Right, let's get another one out. Oh. Right, well we got that one back, and we got the got our tree fish. So we're fishing again. Just gonna get another rig ready. Got a little tiny bluey there. I'm gonna put a bluey and squid wrap out, I think. And I'll open that up again like I did last time, because last time it seemed to do the trick. Thought I was getting a bite then on my left hand rod, and there we go. That there is a bluey and squid wrap. Lovely. Now that tide's eased right off. Crikey, that was close. That tide's eased right off. Just going to get a couple of rigs ready. So I've done that that bluey one. I'm just doing basically half a sardine, straight cut, straight in the middle. So the tail end, then I'll have a head and guts end. So we're going to get on the pulley. And now it's slackened off. And get these out, or at least get these two nice and fresh. Get a bit more distance on it, because the last couple I've just kept in really close, just so it's not getting in that tide really, not too much. Obviously everyone says, you know, tide is where the fish is, but too much and it's just a little bit of a struggle, especially because it drags it along the bottom here and it will drag you into the snag. So let's get that nice bait elasticed up, because it's sardines very, very soft. And then we'll whack this out. There we go. Look at that, lovely. Circle hook sticking out the top, nice through at the bottom. That was half a sardine. There we go. First fish is in. So you can relax a little bit now, that blank's out of the way. That tide's starting to run in now, so hopefully it will switch them on a little bit. But he's absolutely walloped that was that half a sardines, took the whole thing. So I'm going to get this one off, get it back in, rebait this rig. I've changed the one on the left, obviously, that this was on, and I'm just going to change the other one on the right with this rig. So, but yeah, it's definitely running now. Yeah, way out. Yeah, so we're definitely on the turn of the tide now. Probably been about half hour on the run on the way back in on the flood, and yeah, I mean it's swung round probably 60 yards. Casting sort of to 11 o'clock, and it swung right round to sort of 2 o'clock almost. Really, really racing, but it always runs quite hard for maybe the first hour, and then it will sort of calm down a little bit. So fingers crossed, in the next half hour or so, it should sort of chill out, and then it'll be really easy to fish. Well, I thought I'd better have a quick update with you lot. Slow, very slow. Dogfish each at the moment. But the tide is slackened off now, so it's fishing a lot easier. I didn't have any rods in for a little while, to be honest. I've just been sort of sat down and sort of preparing myself. But yeah, it's fishing a lot easier. You can see the rod tips there. They're not really hooping over like they were, so I'm going to get some baits sorted out. I'm going to get another rig sorted out, because I've lost 2 rigs now. And hopefully we can bag ourselves something else. We can but try anyway, can't we? What's going on here? Got a slack line there. Very slack. Oh mate, it is a fish. Fish will take you in there, isn't it? Yeah. Keep that tip up high. Keep winding like that, Dylan. Keep the tip up high and wind. Yeah. It's going down like that. Something's decent, anyway. It's good. What we like. Yeah, conger. Conger roll. Told you that was the one, wasn't it? You did say, yeah. Yeah, nice big conger. You got it off, yeah? Yeah, real that slack. I think I might just have had my PB conger. I'm going to get this hook out. It's perfectly hooked, lip hooked. See, yeah. Let's have a look at that. Bit of grass here, unfortunately, but look at that puppy. Oh, he just whacked me right in the testes. Look at that one. My PB so far is only just over £8, so he's fat, that's for sure. There we go. Finally got it up. Oh, yeah. There we go. Right. Woo. There we are. Look at that one. He's a fat one. Get this one weighed and then we'll get it straight back in. There we go. So we just weighed it. It is £12 on the nose. So I'm going to get it back in anyway. Look at that. It's a donkey. It's a double. That's my PB conger right there. Woo. He's a slimy boy. Washed my hands in the sea there, but to be honest, it doesn't really make much difference. But gotta pick it up, haven't you? Oh yeah, buzzing. Well, there we go, that's made it worthwhile. Like I say, we haven't had a bite really between the two of us for probably an hour. Like I say, with that tide on the turn now, we kind of thought it'd be quite busy, but there we go. We've got a fish. So, let's get another one out there. See if we can get another one. Sorry, blinded now, just getting another bait ready. Nick's just had a nice big pull down. So Nick was behind me, he was fishing sort of over the beach area here a minute ago. Basically while it was ebbing, he could fish it on the way out sort of thing, and now it's pushing back up, he's come back up on the top. I was too lazy to move. But it does appear that the fish might be switching on, which is nice. So I had that conger maybe 10 minutes ago, I still haven't even got the rod back in, to be honest. Just getting another bait ready. So this is the other half of that bluey going out, which has got a black lug strapped up the side of it and a piece of squid on the other side of it, and it's very mushy because I've probably trodden on it about 3 times. But let's get it out, see if we can't get another fish. Ah, dear, yeah, it's a bit not slow. Nick's getting into plenty of fish. He's had quite a few dogfish now. But yeah, so I've had one dogfish, but I have had that nice big conger, so I'm pretty chuffed about that. I've just chucked out a whole big squid, whole nice big squid. So I'm hoping that will do the business and pick something up. But having a little bit of an issue with one of those lights that keeps going off, so I've just had to put a little bit of paper down the side of the battery, stop the battery from moving. Seems to fix it, so. But yeah, it'd be nice to see a couple of decent bites. There we go, little dogfish. I think I got a bite on the other rod as well. So chuck this one back, bait it up, get it back in. Well, there we go, the fish are coming thick and fast now. I've got 22 minutes available left to record because I've changed my, like I said, I changed my settings, so I've only got 5 hours on a 128 gig card now. So got 20 minutes, I'm gonna have another quick chuck and then I'll probably have to do a sign off. But so far, so good. Like I say, the fish are coming. I'll quickly get this one unhooked, give you a quick show and then we'll get it back in. There we go, it's only a dogfish. But I say only a dogfish, we're getting fish, so let's get this one back, have another cast on each one, and then we'll see how we get on with those, see if we can't pick something else up. That's what we're going to chuck out next. Nice big mackerel head and guts. Not going to be able to launch it very far, but we'll chuck it at a bit of distance, and maybe we'll pick up another conger or something. And there we go, they're out there. We've got 16 minutes left to be able to record. What I'll do is I'll probably do a sign off. I'll maybe fish for another little quarter of an hour, 20 minutes, half hour even. And if I do get something else, I'll film it on my phone and obviously I'll put it in. But just put that whole mackerel head out, so give that a little bit of a soak. One on the left for some reason has gone way up tide in theory, because I mean the tide's coming in, which is left to right, and that one's gone way off to the left. But it's not moving, so I don't know if there was a bit of a back eddy there maybe for a bit. But yeah, see how we get on in this last few casts. Right, I'm going to quickly do this sign off because I've only got 4 minutes of record time left. I've got one rod left out, I've packed the other one away. I am going to leave that one soaked because it's not been in the water for maybe 10 minutes. But yeah, I really hope you enjoyed this one. It was a bit of a struggle to begin with. Both of us were like, what's going on, where's the fish? And then yeah, we both had a dogfish, then had that nice conger. Nick must have had half a dozen, maybe 8 dogfish, and I've had maybe another 3 or 4. But yeah, it's been lots of fun. Lost a little bit of gear, which is a little bit annoying, but it's always a risk when you fish in Fort Victoria. It's a really deep water venue, but it can be really snagging. I think there's a lot of gear out there at the moment. Sometimes it washes in, washes out, and every now and again it clears and you can come here and you can not lose a single rig. Tonight I've lost 4, but not having my leader on, it just means I'm not leaving stacks and stacks of line out there. So it is a rig out there, it does annoy me. I don't like leaving them in the sea, but sometimes you can't avoid it. Maybe rotten bottoms and all that sort of stuff, but to be honest, I don't even think rotten bottoms make a difference down here. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. I've had my PB conger, so I am super chuffed about that. They're a beast, they're super hard to hold on to, covered in slime, but I really wanted to hold on to it, I really wanted to show it to the camera, and I'm really made up about it. £12 on the nose. So funny, I'll have to go back to the footage, because Nick said, as I casted that bait, he said, oh, £12 conger on that one. And yeah, lo and behold, 15 minutes later, £12 conger on it. So maybe next time, Nick, you can say like £20 blonde. But yeah, until the next one, please take care, stay safe, and maybe I'll see you out there. Cheers.